moving from that sort of like existential philosophy point that I just made to something much more tangible, I do have some general tips for the Stanford sort of essays and short answers before we get into the prompt specific breakdowns that I think are pretty important to keep in mind. One broad tip, right, is that in both the 250 word case and the 50 word case, you've got a pretty tight word count, right? That means that you don't have a lot of space to go out there and make your point. You have to be very almost economical in the way that you convey points, you convey concepts. And so I tend to think that, especially with Stanford essays, I think it's a really important thing to do as you're going through the drafting process is write one of them or write all of them. However, whatever your writing process is, that's fine. But always drop the essay, could be for an hour, could be for a day, could be for 3 days, and come back and try to edit your material down. First, it's always good to look at your material with fresh eyes because you yourself will find stuff that is missing or that could be rewritten to be more concise or more interesting. But beyond that, with Stanford's essays, the value of that conciseness, the value of conveying the same idea or concept in fewer words is incredibly valuable because of how short the essays are. Now, the other thing that a 250 word essay does is it makes it more important that your intro is really strong. Now, I think in general, you almost always want to have a strong intro, but in a 650 word Common App essay, you can build to that a little bit, right? Like you can ascend throughout a full paragraph before you get to that like headline grabbing, okay, now I'm in mode, right? In a 250 word essay, it's a lot harder to waste time on this. You kind of have to grab the reader's attention immediately. Tip number 3 is also very similar, right? Trying to get as close to 250 words or 50 words as possible, right? Now, 244, 247, or in the case of 50, 44 or 47, perfectly fair. But if you're writing 225 words, that means that there is additional material or something else about yourself that you can convey, or something that you've already conveyed that you can enhance or make more interesting or make better, or ways that you can take a couple of sentences and make them more punchy or more, I guess, fun to read. There's the words that you leave behind is until you get into that like 6, 7, 8 range where you're starting to be away. You may not even be able to finish a full sentence with 5 words left over. But if you have left, if you saw like 25 or 30 words there, that's a missed opportunity. Now, the 4th tip I have is don't sacrifice writing quality in your 50 word answers. These are being assessed for writing ability the same way that your longer essays are. And tip number 5, to a point that Jake and I have been harping on throughout our live stream so far, you want to try and sort of humanize yourself, right? You want to show colleges that you are not just your college application. What do I mean by that? You're not just a series of grades on a transcript and a series of activities on a resume. You want to humanize you want to give them almost a 3D picture of who you are as a person. So from that perspective, I think that my preferred approach with Stanford is to have a mix of more fun and more serious answers. You don't necessarily have to have everything be this. For the historical event that I want to do, I want to go back to the signing of the Magna Carta because like you can do that, but not all your answers have to be super serious. And if you're like what I did over the summer, answer is going to be something like pretty like academically oriented, choose something fun or choose something interesting or choose something that has personal meaning. When we say fun, I think what I mean by fun is not just like having fun, though that it is important to signal that, but also just like stuff that is not just about academics and college admissions. It's kind of one of those perverse things where once you get to the level when you're looking at like a Stanford, they want you to have the grades and like resume that says that you've spent a lot of your waking life on the admissions process and on academics and on that stuff, but they don't want to feel like you're trying too hard. And that's, again, not fair, but it is the way the world works.